Always in the barbershop. Cheeky ain't about this, cheeky ain't about that. My boy Emilio fucking Lemron and them. They say don't be never put on no work. Shut the fuck up! Y'all niggas ain't no shit.
Fuck!
Jesus. What the
Jesus.
fuck's talking about? Cheeky ain't no hitter. Cheeky ain't this.
Shut the fuck up. Wait, it's still going. It's still going.
Oh, shit. All right, well, here we go.
All right, so welcome to Any Given Wednesday with the Washington Redskins, episode 6.
Let's get to the hype part of this.
All right, so we didn't get to the hype part of the song. You might have seen that, you might have not. We'll find out later because we're going live.
Happy
And
Wednesday.
Flapjack does not have glasses.
I'm Flapjack.
It's Monday.
It's definitely Monday.
I'm Flapjack. This is...
DJ Big Dicky, and this is...
Swizzy P.
We hate his name.
Swizzy P hates his name too.
Everyone hates his name.
Hates his glasses.
But-
Changing the glasses.
Oh, he put on the rapist glasses. Look, those the blue tinted and prescription. He paid extra for that.
Do you guys just want to jump right into it, or is there
Yeah,
anything
let's
stuff you wanna
hop right
cover,
in.
Or is there anything you want to cover before?
Try that Natty Rush right now.
Oh,
Yeah, give that a whirl.
All right, wait. First, Natty Rush. Okay, this is the last time we'll ever talk about you. I know we said that when we talked about Natty Ice, but we
Nate just
love
discovered
this.
it. Nate just discovered this shit.
This shit's fire. So we're gonna give you another chance. Sponsor us, please, or we'll never ever talk about you again.
I also want to say we have set the record for most glasses changes in the first minute of the podcast.
It was 3.
That's
So,
great. I have like 6 more pairs that we can get into later.
Yeah, I have more pairs too.
So I'm
We're not gonna do that.
go ahead and crack this open.
This is his
Nice
first
little
taste.
sip.
I've told him it's delicious because it is.
It is. It's
Drink
very
Natty
good.
Rush unless they don't
The
sponsor us.
watermelon
Then
splash
never
is a
drink
lot
it.
better than
Give
the
it a nice
Hurricane
little,
Punch.
Never have
Punch
Hurricane
is a
Punch.
lot
Give it
better
a
than
nice
Four
little
Loko.
smell here.
Even the best Four Loko is
Oh,
not
it
quite
does
so
smell. It
Hurricane
has a
Punch.
very
Just try it.
watermelon-y smell.
Wait, how are the
Try that.
tannins?
The
Swirl
tannins.
around a little bit.
Yeah, they
Fine wine.
my rods and cones currently are.
That's your eyes, not your nose, motherfucker.
Yeah, what are you trying to see in the
All right, I'm
dark?
taking this shit
Tannin
off. I'm taking this shit off. I look stupid.
I never watched Magic School Bus as a kid, so I didn't get the whole.
Well, you
anatomy.
fucked up then. All right, drink it.
Oh, that's really good.
Right?
No, it's actually like pretty good. Wow, that's actually really good.
Cheers, motherfucker. Champagne Natty Rush, same level.
I don't have anything to drink.
Honestly, though, like that's way. I was expecting Four Loko, but
There's no aftertaste like Four
holy
Loko,
shit.
right?
You know, whoever said it tastes like a watermelon Jolly Rancher was spot on.
It's delicious.
Wow.
Gets a little bit old
But
when
we
we
don't
have
want
6
the
in a
Jolly.
week.
You don't want the Jolly Rancher sponsorship. We want the Natty Rush sponsorship.
But if you have 6 in a week, it gets a little bit old, but still delicious.
I mean, that could be said about.
Because I've had 6 in a week.
6 in a week could be said about most things. Like
And what?
I've had chicken tenders 6 times in a week. They still tasted as good the last time as the first time. Chicken tendies, they'll never prove you wrong.
Well,
All right, we sound stupid
something
now.
else
Let's
that-
get into the topics.
Something else that never got old for me, when I was a kid, right? When I was younger, when I was a little kid, was
are you not a little kid now?
okay, yeah, height-wise, yes, but like age-wise,
You're a little adult.
yeah, okay, well, that's enough.
How
That's just
far
enough.
away are you from being a legal ninja?
I don't know. I've never
Like
looked into
3 inches.
I've never looked
tops.
into it. But anyway, something that never got old for me was watching Kobe Bryant play. I know that Nate's got feelings about Kobe, but that's because he's a Boston Celtics fan.
Kobe was good, but also fuck that guy. Also,
Well,
fuck him
first of
getting
all-
2 numbers retired.
Okay, yeah.
Just
so
'cause
that's
he-
why, that's why
okay.
we're talking about him.
He
tonight,
could have
is
been an
because-
Well, he was an all-star with both numbers, but he could
Multiple
have been a Hall of
times.
Famer with both numbers.
Yeah,
No,
that's-
okay, but he also-
for basketball.
Let's talk about the reason that he changed the number and shaved his head. It's because he raped a woman. Just saying.
Okay.
He had to rebrand because he raped someone.
It was a good rebrand.
It worked. Yeah.
It worked, but he also raped someone.
Basketballs, though.
Yeah, because I want to be smart in basketball.
Never deflated the basketball.
Never
got-
overinflated the basketball.
Never got caught, looking at the other teams, spying on their whatever that shit
Yeah,
was.
but he still raped someone that's orders of magnitude
Something
worse
about
than
the tuck
anything.
rule.
He's never lost to Eli Manning.
Yeah.
Eli Manning doesn't play basketball. It's a horrible argument.
I'm just saying.
You're stupid.
Well, so that being said, we brought up the 2 numbers, and both of which are being retired tonight. Probably like right now. It's about 10
Probably.
Eastern time. And so, first of all, let's ask Nate because this is always a fun
Cook
one.
champagne.
Nate, what 2 numbers did Kobe Bryant wear?
8 and 24.
All right.
I'm not
Wait, is that the
retarded.
knockout?
Okay, but you did think no.
Oh.
We're gonna get to that in just
Okay.
in just a few moments here.
Yeah, I just want to ask a question really quick in
Go
terms
for
of the
it.
stream because it seems like every time you move your head, like it just like it phases out and stuff. I just want to make sure I'm not tripping balls.
You're not.
Okay.
It's a bad stream. Google sucks at making streams.
Hey,
Fuck you,
shout
Google.
out to this hole in the wall from Ben Hall.
Ben fucking Hall.
So
He's a freshman who's not good at life yet.
so
He's working on it though.
so we know the 2 numbers that he wore, 8 and 24. Which, in you guys' opinion, is the better? Oh shit! What is going on?
I'm gonna go there.
All right, so here's what I'd say about both numbers.
Yo, hey.
So both numbers only won championships when they had a dominant big man with them.
Who's
Mark-
the dominant big man at the same time?
Marc Gasol.
Marc Gasol.
Yes,
Dominant.
Marc Gasol was on
Marcus-
the Lakers with Kobe Bryant, guys.
it was Pow. Fuck you. It was a Gasol. Like he could not win a championship without a big man.
Okay.
All I'm gonna say.
What about the big game against the Raptors in 2006?
When he dropped 84.
81.
Fuck you. Whatever. It's close. No, you're right. I'm sorry for saying fuck you. You didn't deserve that.
That's the second most scored in a game by any player ever, dude.
I know. Congrats. He played like a 2K player. Like all his teammates just passed to him. He got the ball every fucking possession.
What number
Congrats
was
on
he
getting
wearing when
that.
he dropped 81?
I don't know when he changed numbers. I don't give a
8.
shit.
He was wearing 8.
He was wearing 8 because the top that he scored with number 24 is 65.
So regardless, all right.
Hey, that was right. Fact check me,
What did you
please.
say?
The most he scored, number 24 is 65.
I believe that. I don't know. I mean,
And that was his last game ever.
No, it wasn't. His last game he scored 60 against the Jazz.
All right,
You should know
so
this, Patrick.
I did make myself.
I know none of this.
As a Jazz fan.
I feel way out of my wheel.
I know
as
the camera
Talking
down,
about
but I feel like
Kobe.
it's too much.
Yeah, fuck the
wall
above our
space. There we
head.
go.
No, that works
You can
well.
see the
That's a
beautiful-
lot better.
Now
you can see number
You can
12.
see number 3 on the Hoyas. Allen Iverson.
Yeah, no, he's a bandwagon fan. That's you
Um,
know that.
I am.
Okay, so
Yeah.
even if you think that
What
he-
bandwagon?
The Allen Iverson bandwagon.
He retired years ago.
I know, and it's gay as fuck to still
No, he's
like
not.
him.
He's playing in the Big 3 league.
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
Nice
that's a
team.
real league. Good fucking point.
Did you watch the Big
Jesus.
3 league?
Yeah, it was
It was
kind of
actually
cool to
It
watch.
was tight.
Only like a 4-point shot and everything.
Yeah, no,
that
but
wasn't why. It was because seeing all these old fucks that I used to watch play. You know,
and like they
basketball,
can still ball,
They can still ball.
but also like they couldn't do it as consistently as they could in the past because the Big 3 played what once a week or once every 2 weeks. Like it's not the same as playing 3-4 games a week.
Well, anyway, so you just kind of dogged Kobe when I brought up the whole 2 numbers thing about the championships. But if you had to pick one of the numbers in which he was better, you know what I mean? Like which version of Kobe is
His
better?
stats were better under number 24.
I would say number 24 because the number itself is greater than 8.
Oh,
See, that's a stupid point,
No,
but
no, dude.
it
This
still
is why we bring
agrees with
Swizzy
me.
P onto the podcast.
No, but
man.
he averaged.
He was 3 times better as number 24.
Well, that's a good quick maths.
I would say.
No, he averaged more points a game, same assists per game, and the rebounds per game were irrelevant. Fuck, I can't say words, but the rebounds per game were irrelevant the whole time.
So would you say that his prime was in number 24?
I believe so. So I think he started his prime at number 8, and he finished his prime. He had most of his prime,
Okay.
and he finished in number 24
That's fair. I have a soft spot for 8 just because.
because he rapes women in that number.
No.
You gotta stop bringing that up.
Yeah, you
He's
do.
pro rape.
No, it's not.
He's
I'm not. I'm not pro rape. No,
Let the record show that
He
I'm
averaged,
also
like-
not pro rape.
he averaged 35.
Lundy has no comments on
Yeah,
that.
he's the only one that hasn't
Therefore-
said.
I'm the one who's saying that you
Who's
rape
pro rape?
people, so I'm trying to bring it to the limelight because it's a big issue.
You like raping people?
No. See, you're taking that way out of context. I'm saying that I think it's important to mention that he raped a woman and that we should judge him for that forever. Does this?
Oh, we didn't even. Wait, you want to pop the champagne?
I already,
You already drank.
I already
No, we're
drank
gonna-
from it. No, it would look stupid if
Yeah.
we pretended that I popped it right now.
We totally fucking blew that though.
So Anyway,
so Kobe the rapist, absolutely.
Okay, just making sure.
We swear constantly on this.
All right, cool.
Oh wait, yeah,
So
you cannot swear though. The guest can't swear.
So Kobe the
okay,
rapist.
I won't swear anymore.
Let's go into Kobe being a rapist. I think that's an important point.
Like, I don't know, dude. Like, we're number 8. Just look at it. You separate the athlete from the man.
No, I don't think we should.
I think that in terms of something like that, you really can't.
I mean, because rape is like one of the worst things you can do aside from murder.
Okay, then 24 was the better one.
Yeah, I said that regardless.
Are you saying that you're pro-torture?
So then,
I'm just saying that torture is better than rape.
Rape is like a subset of torture.
Is
you could rape somebody
as torture?
In between torture.
Okay, I feel like we should just move on.
We're getting.
This is bad. This is bad.
Number 24, Kobe Bryant was better.
Yeah, better Kobe because he's number 24 didn't rape people. All right, moving on. Next topic.
So the next topic we want to talk about regarding, we kind of just talked about Kobe Bryant's
the rapist,
the prime, area of it.
The prime rapist.
And now I want to talk about LeBron James's prime. He's turning 33 in about 2 weeks. He's still killing it in the league. I think
his prime's not over.
He's a triple-double.
You think he's still in his prime?
I do.
Yeah, he just had his 3rd triple-double in a row last night.
He's so good. I think at this point, all right, as a Celtics fan, someone who hates the Cavs, I do think that he's better than MJ.
Yeah, you were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
We were talking about that
when you said you had LeBron and MJ on the same team.
I said I had someone, the GOAT, and MJ.
Yeah. I was going to go into that. What's going on?
We're recording a podcast. Do you want to be a part of it?
Yeah, you want to peek your head?
I know nothing about sports, but let's go.
I don't know.
So this is Pons.
Yeah, here, just come up on that.
Here's
Pons. You want to move out of the frame?
Hello.
No.
Don't move out of the frame, man.
You can't move out of the frame, you motherfucker.
No, you're one of the founders.
Yeah. But yeah, so I do think that LeBron is better than MJ.
Because he's small.
So
we can't scooch over. I think we can fit 4, especially if we push out. Like if we move this back.
Nate's pretty big, man.
All right. Yeah. Talking about body image issues.
Okay, so fucking no, go that way. That way.
Yeah, that way.
Okay, that's fair.
Did you use the track letter subway?
I did.
Wow. So we're talking about LeBron. I don't know.
What do you think about LeBron?
Basically, the fact that he's almost 33 and he's still the best player in the NBA.
And the best person ever graced the NBA.
I think that you're refusing to talk about 2 people when you call LeBron the best player in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell and Victor Oladipo.
Okay, so he just showed his bias.
I forgot about that.
I have no bias.
He's a Jazz fan somehow. He went to one Jazz game and he's like, the Jazz are the best team in the league.
They are the best team in the league, even though they've lost like 3 straight against pretty good teams. No, wait, we beat the Celtics.
Yeah, you did lose. You did beat a very good team in the NBA.
Mm-hmm. It was the Celtics.
We beat
the Celtics.
Among
the Celtics
the best.
Lost to the Utah Jazz.
You did. We did.
Pistons beat the Warriors this year. So.
Celtics beat the Warriors. Go fuck yourself, you fucking two-timing fan.
I can be a fan of 2 teams.
No, you can't. That's gay as fuck.
So LeBron. Do you want to keep talking about him, or do you want
No, we should keep talking about LeBron.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
let's talk about the left-handed alley.
Imagine, look at what he did just for the city of Cleveland, let alone the
he's their entire GDP.
Northeastern
Ever since he moved back to the Cavs,
you're standing frame.
Still enough.
Fuck, you're standing frame. But okay, so LeBron's the entire GDP of Cleveland, and also, if anybody's ever trying to bring his finals losses against him, like that's ridiculous. Like saying that he lost in a finals, that's against him. That's crazy because like the fact that he made it to the finals that many times means a lot. You know, like
to see those glasses, right?
Dude.
They're very dark.
You look like an alien.
You take the blue pill. You go back.
All right, Morpheus.
You take
high
the
five.
Pill and you can see.
High five.
Really
Go fuck yourself. Let's get back on topic.
Do you
All right.
if you take
That's a good question. We should transition into a movie podcast.
Yeah, I think if you take the red pill and the blue pill, it's the same thing as like being Harry Potter with like all of the Deathly Hallows.
No, I feel like they would just cancel out.
Red and blue make purple.
Wonder what the street value of those are.
Let's sell these pills.
So
in the Matrix.
So many people will be in there.
Also, Tom Brady.
So LeBron James, right?
We'll get to Tom Brady.
Some
I'm
guy,
sure.
Go.
some guy. LeBron's a guy
LeBron's the greatest player who's ever played
who's
basketball.
really good basketball player.
No, I think he's the best one who's ever played basketball.
And well, we don't do stats. We just kind of conjecture here.
It's just an opinion based.
That's all we can start.
We just kind of. That's why you're gonna. I mean, you don't have to know anything about sports. You just kind of say what
You just have to believe things about sports.
Okay.
Yeah, and very vehemently, however you say that word.
Vehemently.
We're not.
You're right.
We're not English majors, you know. So when I.
But I know English a lot better than most English majors.
Well, I don't really speak English that well. It's my
I
second
speak
language.
English a lot better than
Really, what's your first language?
Just gonna stay off the record. So
Ebonics is his first
so we all
language.
think that LeBron James is still in his prime.
Still, yeah, absolutely.
Where do you think it started? I think it started in Cleveland.
I know. Yeah, I think it started in Cleveland.
I still think that he peaked with the Heat.
No, I think his peak started before the Heat. And then he was there for a lot of his peak. But the Spurs were just too goddamn good.
I think he peaked in Miami. I agree with Pat on that.
I think
Why
he
is he
peaked
doing
in Miami.
so well with Cleveland? It's just because of his team.
No. So I think his teams,
was an athletic-
if anything, bring him down in Cleveland.
Wait,
So
we
you-
got to specify between Cleveland before. Let's call
No.
it Delonte West
Okay.
Cleveland, and we'll call it.
No, I'm not going to use your dumb terms. I'm going to say
okay,
before Heat and after Heat. That's so much easier.
Okay. So then,
Come on.
So then,
Okay, so I think his peak started slightly before he went to Miami. It went through Miami, and then there's a very slow drop off from his peak. Because he
what
hit
was his peak then in Miami?
I think his peak hit in Miami,
Okay.
but it's been going down very slowly. Like it's an insanely low slope.
Yeah, but he's
Since-
still in his prime.
He's still absolutely in his
I
prime.
kind of like LeBron when he was in the Heat, though, because he was a bigger asshole.
I do kind of like the assholes in sports.
You know who's not an asshole but has the potential to be the next LeBron? Ben Simmons, man.
Ben
I thought you were gonna
Simmons.
say Donovan
Fucking
Mitchell.
Nice.
I thought I was gonna say-
We're not talking about Donovan Mitchell.
I thought I was going to say
Yeah.
some dumb shit about a Warriors player.
No, Ben Simmons is looking.
'Cause this guy's a
shit.
huge Warrior. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell looks good as fuck.
I am, but I try.
He looks like a poor man's Jason Tatum.
All right, fuck off, man. But for real though, real talk. I gotta talk about
That's
this
his
though.
thumb down and
If
the
you
jewel
look
down.
at the 76ers right now, and they have Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, right?
Joel Embiid's better than Ben Simmons.
Okay.
Yeah.
You look. Okay. Yeah, both of those guys. You have Markelle Fultz, who's injured right now, but if he can live up to
He's
potential,
so injured. It's crazy.
Dude,
Dude, the Sixers training staff. Wait, can we talk about the Sixers training staff for a second?
Yeah,
They're pretty
No, I think that's important to talk about because Joel Embiid, he missed 2 years after he got drafted. Ben Simmons missed an entire year after he got drafted. At this point, it looks like Markelle Fultz might miss an entire year after being drafted.
Well, here's what
No, that's seriously pathetic on the Sixers training staff that they couldn't catch Markelle Fultz's injury earlier or Ben Simmons' injury earlier or Joel Embiid's injury earlier and treat it versus letting them continue to play until it was too late and they had to miss significant playing time.
Well, here's the original question I had written down, and the original topic I wanted to cover that kind of plays into that.
Okay.
And I wanted to talk about the process and whether or not it's working. And I kind of thought, while you were just saying that, this is a conspiracy theory. There's no grounds for whatever I'm about to say. But what if...
How do you not have the
Oh,
X-Files thing on your fucking soundboard?
There.
It's right there and you just didn't use it.
Well, they don't talk. That's why.
God damn
That's
it.
why I want to be off screen.
No, you wouldn't have noticed that if you were off screen.
No, I just don't want to talk as much, man. All right. So anyway, okay, whatever. What if the injuries and holding these guys out was part of the process?
It's not.
Because you hold Joel Embiid out for 2 years, you get to pick up. First of all,
Oh, and then he plays 32 games. Congratulations.
I think,
Jesus.
I
That's
think
his
you should
season.
let him talk. I see
thank
the
you,
line.
man.
you're
Jesus,
trying
I'm fucking working with the past fucking how many episodes of this damn podcast?
to- The past 5
I try. Plus the audio ones we have on iTunes.
Yeah, the SoundCloud.
Holy fuck, dude, the good old days. Dude, I try and fucking run through these fucking things in an order, and then
No, I'm
we
just saying,
fucking
like-
go, dude.
Let me
He
talk,
goes
let
up
me
and
talk.
fucking-
Oh, okay.
I was basically done. Thank you,
Shit.
I'm just saying.
Oh, you're basically done.
Well,
So,
I just want
all
to
right, say the rest that makes it not
You're saying
basically.
that they were keeping
I
their
just want to
good
get out like
players
Joel Embiid was
sedated.
out 2 years, but you get Ben Simmons. Darius Saric, he gets drafted, but he's on a 2-year contract in Europe, so he comes back in 2 years later. Then you hold Ben Simmons out. Oh, look at this. We have the 3rd pick, trade up to the Boston pick. We get Markelle Fultz. You have these 3, or 4 kind of.
Markelle Fultz, you can't shoot anymore because his shoulder's so fucked up.
We'll see. We're like 3 months into his, not even 3 months into his NBA career, man. Like, you got to look at this.
Tenure is a better word.
I don't know. I'm just saying, I think you got to give that a little bit of time. But do you think the process is working? Or do you think that it has worked, say, if they make the playoffs this year? Do you think they make the playoffs?
Okay, I think if they had a competent training staff.
By the way, any of you guys can also answer.
Yeah. You guys have just as much say as me. I say dumb shit. You guys can say dumb shit. But I think no, we don't have people watching this. We have like 6 people watching it. Don't worry.
There's 6 people.
That was my dream. By the way, wait, can we do a little tangent?
We love you.
Real quick?
We do have 0 live viewers. Yeah, no, we should go on this tangent.
Just a quick tangent. I had a dream last night about this podcast. And I don't remember what we were talking about, but I do remember looking at the screen and I saw that we had, while live broadcasting this, that we had 6 viewers. That was my dream. And we have 0 right now.
That would be so tight, but we'll have upwards of 8 viewers after this.
Yeah,
drops.
Exactly. So
that's
we're doing
something
this for you guys, you know.
We're doing this mostly for us.
I'll watch it to get us up to 9.
No, see, we don't want fake viewers. We want legitimate.
Are you calling me fake?
Yeah, because you're fucking on it.
One day, you know what I found out today?
What?
That with the curved circuits, for me, I need an 85 to get an A or 50 to get a B.
Get that 50. No, wait, get that 85.
Maybe.
Get that 85, boy.
That's not gonna go. In case I'm 9.
All right, this is
wow.
the
Okay, so we're talking about fucking finals right now. I'm done with finals. Fuck that. Who cares about finals?
I
had 0.
Now
we're talking about
to
okay, but no. We're still talking about the Sixers.
It's working.
So
it's still in process.
So I think they're still in process, but I think if it weren't for the incompetent training staff that they have, the process would be working.
Okay,
that works.
Do you guys have any other input on this?
No, I think I agree with Lundy on that one.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep. You want to
All
keep
right.
going? We'll keep going.
I rarely
Good
agree
points.
with Lundy.
So let's look at another.
Fuck you, man.
So obviously we have what the Sixers have been doing, which is kind of trying to build through the draft, right?
Can we talk about Jimmy G? Or is that coming up later?
We usually split up basketball.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm sorry.
Did you guys ever get into talking about hockey?
No one cares about hockey.
We talk about Connor McDavid.
Literally nobody cares
He's
about
not having
hockey.
a great year, Connor McDavid.
Yo, Pat.
Really? Because you told me that he would have a good year for fantasy hockey, dude.
Yo,
and he's been eating dick, man.
Pat, I know that you love hockey and all that, but nobody cares about
Yeah,
hockey.
hockey's not cool. We want to talk about basketball.
Hockey can go suck a dick.
That reminds me, I have to go to bed.
All right, get the fuck out of here. We have another guest.
Did you only come on this podcast because you thought we'd talk about hockey?
No, I came on for the entertainment, and it is entertaining.
I don't think it's very.
Well, you're providing the entertainment.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
You gotta
no.
Look at it as
We have a backup guest. We don't need you. You can leave if you just care about hockey.
How does it feel to be backup? I was the
Considering
backup
I
guest.
walked
Wait,
in
hold on.
just
Let the
5
record
minutes
show
ago.
that I
Not
was
too
the
bad.
backup guest.
Yeah, no. Powens is low-key the third string guest.
Who was here before?
Come on,
Alex.
Alex.
Alex, but then he started puking and went home.
Yeah, he
Are
did.
you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
He drank like 8 Natty Daddies, which are 8%.
And he almost still came on the podcast.
He almost still did it.
Show too.
But
then
then
he just
he got
started imploding.
really drunk and just had to leave. That's our podcast. Our guests get really drunk and have to leave.
So,
Except for the 2 heroes.
What's up, YouTube?
dude, he's come through on some ones where he does not remember that we recorded one.
Yeah, no, I've fallen asleep during this podcast before. But I then woke up before the end and I had some points to make.
So anyway, so the Sixers have been trying to build through the draft. There's another way to try and build a team in an accelerated way, really, which is trying to like do aggressive trading or free agency and shit like that. You know,
Like some Danny Ainge shit.
yeah, but, well, it's worked. That's why. So we're gonna talk about something that hasn't worked.
Oh, fuck.
The Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh.
Now,
Wait,
the Thunder-
okay. No. Can I say something
Yeah,
about
go
the
for it,
Thunder?
go for it, go for it.
Okay, so at this point in the season, when LeBron came back to the Cavs, people were saying they were bust. They were 50% win team, just like the Thunder right now.
14, 15.
Okay, but they're close to that.
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
And they were like, this isn't working. Like, he should have just stayed with the Heat. All that dumb shit. Like, he should have gone somewhere else. But then they pulled it together.
Go to the Lakers.
Okay, that's irrelevant. What I'm saying right now is that when LeBron came back to the Cavs, they were saying that it didn't work and this team was useless. They only had a 50% win percentage, so I think it's way too early to call this Thunder team a bust. Because if this team puts it together, which I'm sure they can, because they have 3 very good players on that team. Melo maybe a little bit past his prime.
Do you know?
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
You can.
Okay, yeah.
Wait.
We're gonna get to that.
Okay, so Melo's maybe a little bit past his prime, but overall, they have 3 superstars on that team. And I think it's too early in the season to be judging them for it.
There's a difference.
Because they're what 30 games into the season?
Yeah, there's a difference though.
It's an 82-game season. They could still make the playoffs and make a big name for themselves in the playoffs.
There's a very, very important difference though.
What's the difference?
Numbers have shown that this team is like historically, offensively, just not at all close to clicking. Out of 35 players,
dude, the Cavs weren't clicking when LeBron first came back.
Out of 35 players that qualify, that shoot, the qualification is shooting 15 field goals attempted per game.
Yeah.
Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, and Russell Westbrook are all the bottom 3 out of those 35, and those are supposed to be your go-to guys. The other big issue
that is pretty crazy.
The other big their defense is good. Their defense is, in fact, I think it's top 5 in the NBA by most advanced metrics. The problem, too, though, with this team is there's a time constraint on it. Russell Westbrook just signed a 5-year deal, but Paul George has a player option going into next year.
Yeah, and Carmelo's a free agent, right?
Well, Carmelo has an early termination option going into next season. And, they did – I mean, I think that they won both the Paul George and the Carmelo trades.
I'm not actually sure about the Paul George trade because Oladipo has been so good this year.
Sabonis has been out.
Like the 2 of them, I think, have been very good this year. But I do still think like there's a lot of time for this team to come together.
That's a good point, But
there is so much time for this team to come together, and you can't forget that when you combine superstars, like historically, it's taken some time.
That's true, but there's there is a very real time pressure on it. I think if they don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, no, the playoffs. I think
possible at this point in the season. You know what I mean? Like if the playoffs start now, they'd be the 8th seed in the West, but it's possible if they keep playing the way they do, it's possible they don't make the playoffs at all. And in a situation like that, it's like you're just giving shit up for a 1-year rental with Paul.
And Paul George is going to leave if they don't make the playoffs for sure. But I do think that they still have a very good chance of making the playoffs and making a name for themselves in the playoffs. Like, I don't think we can ignore the fact that a lot of teams bring superstars together like this have struggled when they first came together.
Well, you can look at the Heat last year.
They have had some shining moments, though, the Thunder.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's not like they're all bad. Like, they're just very inconsistent.
Yeah.
But even look at the Heat last year, like Lundy's saying. They started 11-30, and then they finished 30-11.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a point, but that's a very rare thing to happen. And obviously, there's like 50 games.
But they do have very good players.
Yeah, they have the tools to make that happen.
They have a lot of very good players. I think it's too early to comment on
We'll
that.
definitely revisit this.
Is what I'm going to say. I think it's far too early to comment on.
We'll revisit it in the spring.
Yeah,
I think that's a good
incentive to keep watching. That's a cliffhanger.
Keep watching, guys. All 0 view viewers,
another
motherfuckers.
Another thing that we can start, looking at now. Back in the year, and look at in about a year or so, is the Ball family.
Oh man!
So we'll start with the 2 younger ones. We'll start with
LeVar Ball is ruining the 2 younger Ball's family.
So first of all, for those that don't know, in case you come to us for your news source on basketball.
None of you do.
LiAngelo LaMelo Ball signed a 1-year deal with a Lithuanian, not even a top tier team.
No, it's not only that. I've read about this team. They don't have enough money to hold regular practices.
And their coach doesn't speak English.
And he doesn't even like the players that speak English.
Yeah, no, he hates people that speak English.
So
this is arguably worst case scenario for
and
them.
There's a chance that they don't even play for that league. They play for the farm team.
The Baltic League.
So
League.
that all that information being out there, what's your guys' opinion on this move and this
LeVar is ruining his son's
I think it was
futures.
the wrong move.
Now,
LeVar is actually ruining his son's
especially LaMelo. Because he's
Alright,
got a shot. Like honestly,
LaMelo definitely had a chance.
I
like
totally
LiAngelo
agree. Just
is a giant fuck up.
Uh-huh.
I'll say that.
no, LiAngelo.
He's not a good basketball player. He's better than me.
No,
But he's the worst of the
He
three.
got caught though, actually.
Huh?
I was saying he's a better thief than you, but he actually got caught, so he's probably not even good at that.
Yeah, I mean,
like
let the record show I've stolen things and gotten away with it.
Okay, hopefully the statute of limitations.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was like,
let's not comment on that. But
14.
okay,
So
so
statute of limitations.
no, we're not gonna comment on that. We're done. No one knows your real name. So let's move on.
Swizzy P. That's
Swizzy P.
That's actually
That's
my
P.
birth certificate. Swizzy P.
Swizzy P the thief. That's what they call him.
I
Middle
totally
name
agree
is
with that,
Doc.
though. I totally agree with the fact that LiAngelo, we could fucking. That's probably
Yeah, no,
good
but
anyway.
I think LeVar is running LaMelo's future.
Definitely, I totally agree with that.
Straight
Oh,
up.
and we're back.
Woo! We got Collins back.
So now let's discuss
Ready to get
Lonzo.
Lonzo-
So Lonzo's got the bigger spotlight on him.
Lonzo has been disappointing, but that's not to say that he has no future.
Again, yeah, it's too early to tell. In the same capacity that the Thunder is too early to tell.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's actually a
okay.
very good, very apt comparison.
Well, what do you think? So now that you've seen him play a few NBA games, have you watched any of the Lakers game?
Yeah, I have.
What do you think his ceiling is? And compare him to
I-
like another player, because
No,
everyone
I-
was giving the Jason
His
Kidd
ceiling-
comparison shit.
His ceiling will rise if he changes his damn
What do you
shot.
guys
What I'm going to say is we've seen, 28, 30 games of
That's
him?
what I mean, though. You've seen some.
No, so we have no idea.
That's a cop out, dude.
No, I don't think it's a cop-out because this early in a career, you have no idea.
You see flashes.
No. But this early in Curry's career, he looks like a role player. He looks like a role player 3-shooter.
Well, still, let's give it.
No,
on
what
take,
I'm
we give
saying,
The reason my first take is on ESPN is because
it's because
you
they
got-
say retarded things based on no
Exactly,
knowledge.
dude. That's
I'm not
what we're
gonna- I'm not-
trying to do.
No, I'm not going to cope to that level.
All right, I'm gonna go with. Well, first of all, Pat, you have something to say? Anything? What do you think Lonzo's ceiling is? Do you think the Jason Kidd comparison was fair, or do you think that?
Jason Kidd comparison?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think, like I was saying earlier, I think that his ceiling should rise once he eventually figures out how bad his shot is in terms of the form.
I agree. With
I
that.
just
Right.
think
Like once he figures out how to take a normal damn shot, not like pulling it across his body. You know, his
Yeah.
his percentages are going to go up. His
swing it,
point
yeah.
averages.
I
are
do
gonna go
just
up.
think we know nothing. at
Because
this
he
point.
can
But you
can
have
make
to
a good
make
assist.
takes, dude. Have you
No,
watched
no,
that
no,
shit
no.
on ESPN?
No, see, I want us to be different than the other fucking
We're not gonna
shows.
just why we have 0 viewers, dude. There's
No,
nothing that's gonna
see,
get posted
I'd rather-
in the face
I would
of
rather
everything,
have
dude.
0 viewers and have integrity.
That's such.
Wait, what are you saying?
You gotta make.
I'm
bold
saying I'm
predictions,
not
man.
going to make a prediction based on his
Oh.
current career because we haven't seen enough yet. He could be better than Jason Kidd, or he could be literally nothing.
I agree
Based
with
on
that,
what we've
but-
seen so far, I don't think.
But we
I think
can
you gotta
discuss
be
what we've
ballsy.
seen.
No,
so far.
I don't think it's
I
wise.
think you gotta be ballsy with how
No.
if you want to. Like,
No.
sports thing, dude.
I don't
You
want.
can't just cop out and be like, "Oh, it's too early to tell. Come back later."
No, that's not a cop out. I think that's honesty.
Yes, stay tuned for episode 493 when we talk about Lonzo
Yeah,
Ball's career.
After Lonzo Ball retired, now Nate's gonna be like,
I have an
"Look, I
opinion
all
on this
the-
matter."
No. Okay, I know they're shitting on me. I don't give a shit
I'm
about what they
saying,
think.
where do you see it?
No,
at the end
no.
of the season even. That's
No,
not-
right now he seems like average at best. That's what I'm gonna say about what he seems right now. But I also think he could either be very good. I think he could be a very good player because he's a very good
I think at this
facilitator.
point,
No, wait, shut up. I've seen him be a very good facilitator. You get a lot of assists, you know, and like if he figures out a jump shot, like he'll be great. He'll be one of the greats.
Never heard.
But
but he hasn't done that yet.
But he hasn't done that at all,
Yeah.
and I have no reason to believe that he will. So I just have no idea.
I will say though, at this
That's
point,
what I'm saying.
at this point in the season, he is doing better than the one person who's drafted above.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
he's
Markel
actually
Fultz played
some games.
0 games.
He's
Congrats.
played a few games.
Good point, but also a lot worse than the person drafted one position below him, Jason Tatum.
Here's a correction. Markel Fultz did play a few games this season.
Yeah, no, he played, 3 or 4?
But yeah, something like that.
And then he got some shoulder injury and started shooting free throws like Shaq. And then he hasn't played since then.
like Andre Drummond last year.
What do you get? What do you think of Lonzo Ball?
Yo, Pones.
Sorry, my phone
What
was
do you
dead
think
for 8
about
hours.
what do you think about Lonzo Ball?
That's the motherfucker who got in trouble with the cops, right?
Now
Alright.
okay.
What a way to end it.
Moving on.
So,
Wait, yeah, we totally didn't talk about LaMelo.
No, we did.
We kind of mashed the other brothers
We
together.
talked about the whole family. Where's Leangelo?
Leangelo.
The irrelevant.
Hey, wait,
Okay,
I do
okay.
have something I'd like to talk about.
No, we're moving on.
No, this is relevant.
That was the
Wait,
best
how many are there?
No, did you guys happen to see that the UCLA tickets tonight featured LeAngelo Ball on the tickets?
No, I don't check out UCLA tickets because I don't give a shit about
It
that.
was just funny because he's no longer on the team.
I know, and that's why I don't give a shit about UCLA.
All right, so that last segment got a little tense.
Fuck that guy.
Let's ease it up a little bit. Let's play some
Go ahead and
games,
choke
you
me.
know?
I'll choke you harder.
Let's play some.
You know I
lighthearted,
will.
You know I'm into that.
You know I'll choke you out.
Let's play some lighthearted games. You guys want to do that?
Fuck everyone else.
Is this like a competition against each other?
Yeah.
Against
Yeah.
ourselves?
So are you gonna be rubbing your
Collins.
phone the whole time, or you want to be playing?
Collins, you want to be involved or you want to leave?
Well, you could just chill out, but like I don't want to.
Would you feel more included if you had club goggles on? Yeah,
I
you
can
would.
do some cloud goggles.
Yeah, there you go.
Can I have the clock goggles?
Nope.
Oh, fuck you. I have multiple pairs.
So-
Can I have your other glasses?
Do you want these glasses back?
No, I just want to look intelligent. Show me your other glasses.
So
No, those are prescription. You can't wear.
so do you
No,
want
I can
on these
wear them.
on these fun and games we're about to do?
Hell yeah.
All right. That's what.
Yeah, I'm into it. Let's try it out. This is
Okay,
knockout
so
now.
we're gonna do
Super
some
set.
knockout. And this is I don't know. You want to explain knockout to him, or you want me to try and do it?
You do it.
I'm gonna try and explain this in a way that makes sense. So I'm gonna give you an example. All right. I'm gonna say like a question that's gonna have multiple correct answers, and you're each gonna give me one, like in order, right?
It's like Family Feud.
And if
No.
no, not really. And if you
Sounds like
if you can't name one, you're out, and the last person standing wins.
Oh, okay.
So, for
And I
example,
win
if
every time.
If I ask, you guys might not necessarily know this, but I'll answer for you. I'll say teams that Shaquille O'Neal played for. He starts with,
The Lakers.
then you
the
say,
Cavs.
then you say.
He's out.
All right,
And then I say the Magic.
And then I say I'm out.
all right,
And I
so
say
there
the
you go.
Celtics.
And there you go. So he won.
And then I say the Heat.
The reason why he knows all these is because that's the example we use pretty much.
Because I
every
fucking
time.
know everything about basketball.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to test that?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do a
Just me.
basketball one
Just
to
me
start
versus you.
off. Really?
Yeah.
I know these questions,
Wait.
though, so that is. A
But
little
yeah,
bit
no, I don't give a shit. I'll beat
Allow me
you.
to
All right.
play this game, please.
All right. Patrick wants in too.
No, let's just do it. Let's just go.
Okay,
Let's
just
play the
play.
game.
Okay,
No,
no,
I was talking so much shit. Let's
Okay,
play the game.
okay. This one is players all time. You name any
Jordan.
players? No, I'm okay. Players of all time
Steve Nash.
that played for the Charlotte Bobcats. They have to have played for the
Me
Bobcats.
first, right?
Yeah, you.
Del Curry.
No, he played for the Hornets. He never played for the Bobcats.
All right.
Pretty sure he
Okay.
played for the Bobcats.
He never played while they were.
Please Google it.
They never, dude. Del Curry's career ended before the Bobcats became a
You're
team.
not
All right, well then I can go. Kemba Walker.
Yeah, there he's
He
right.
played for the Hornets.
No.
He's
But they
currently
played
playing
for
for
the
the Hornets, but he
Bobcats.
played for the Bobcats.
Do you understand the question?
I know. I don't.
Okay, so what happened was the Charlotte Hornets became an expansion team. They moved to New Orleans. Charlotte became.
I don't think Kemba Walker ever played for the Bobcats. Please look it up.
Dude, I can show you
Please fact
a
check.
picture of Kemba Walker in a Bobcats jersey. The
I
Bobcats changed
truly
to the
believe you're wrong.
Hornets in like.
That's
You're-
Kemba
no,
Walker in 100 pictures.
That's not what Kemba Walker looks like.
You need to watch
You're
more
wrong.
basketball, dude. Do you want to try
He also
again?
played for the
Let's-
Huskies.
yeah.
You want to try again? Okay. Go.
I don't know one.
Kemba Walker.
Fuck you. That's
Adam
gay as shit.
Morrison.
No one knows who that is.
Real ballers do. Big baller brand. Shut up.
All right, it's up to you,
Look it up.
Bones.
Be a sponsor.
Owens, have you ever even heard of the Charlotte Bobcats?
Kirk Douglas.
Okay, we'll move on.
Ned Flanders.
We'll move on to
No, he was on The Simpsons.
We'll move on to the non-basketball
What the
questions.
fuck happened to those glasses?
I don't know. My dad.
They were straight when I gave them
I'm
to
gonna
you.
show this to.
Yo, ask me something.
I was straight.
It's tough to see if you hold them up.
No,
That's-
sir.
Yeah, no, that was dumb as shit, but he angled them.
I did angle. I have my ears probably.
All right, let's go.
All right, so we'll do non-basketball stuff. So maybe you guys all have a little bit chance. All right.
Thanks, man.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
We'll start with Nate, and then we'll alternate through. That way, it's kind of fair. Okay?
Okay. Is there a time limit on this?
No.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of feel like when you're When you're
When
doing
I'm like,
When you clearly have no
What is
idea.
when you're taking a
non-basketball
long
mean?
time, and I'll just
football,
Anything
soccer,
other than
hockey,
basketball.
baseball.
All right, no, it's actually all non-sports. So.
Like anything.
Yeah.
We're gonna ask
Nice.
culinary questions.
Are you guys ready?
Yes, go.
Starting with
Jeopardy.
Nate. I want them to hear the question. I don't have to fucking repeat myself.
Say it.
Just say go.
Kanye West studio albums.
Nice.
Yeezus.
My beautiful dark twisted fantasy.
I should turn that down.
Life of Pablo.
808s and Heartbreak.
Homecoming. That's a song. On an album. Fuck.
On an album that hasn't been mentioned
My
yet.
dark twisted great things.
I already
That
said
was
that.
already said.
All right.
guys-
Late registration.
All right. I got. Can I get?
I win. No,
Yeah,
I already
you can
won.
get- you-
all right.
it's
Well,
fine.
the college dropout.
Oh
It's
yeah,
too
that's
late.
one. That is one.
Yeah.
The one that
I
you
did
missed
already
out,
win though, right?
Yeah, you did. Nate won that one. He gets a point.
I know the cover and
Homecoming is
Yeah.
on graduation. Yeah. All right. All right.
Next question.
So that's kind of the way
It's
this
one
works.
for
Now
me.
you guys have something under your belt. You know?
that one felt pretty good though. I like that.
We'll do
I
one.
still beat you.
We'll do one in a history category.
Oh, I'm so much
Starting
better
with
than those.
Pat.
Okay.
Thank you, World War
This is gonna be
II.
a little bit hard to keep.
Excuse me,
track.
World War II. Wait,
All
what
right,
is it?
you guys ready?
Yeah.
1-0.
All right. Starting with Pat, and then go on to that guy.
Poems?
Yeah.
Hey man,
So I don't know if that's a real name. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's a real
it's
name.
Patrick
Okay.
also, but Owens it just
That's
takes away
confusing
from
as
you.
shit. Man. All right. Well, anyway, so we'll go with
Well, my name is Swizzy.
U.S. presidents.
Okay. Calvin Coolidge.
What a weird one to start with.
Donald Trump.
Ulysses S. Grant.
Gerald R. Ford.
Barack Obama.
Howard Taft.
George Washington.
No, that's wrong, dude.
Taft was a president.
Taft was a president, but William was his first
No,
name.
it was
William
William
Howard
Howard Taft.
Howard Taft.
Dude,
I'll
everyone
take
called
it,
him
I'll
Howard
take it. All right,
Taft.
I'll take it.
Go
I'll take
fuck
it.
yourself.
I'm just saying it was William.
Go
Taft.
fuck yourself.
All right.
Oh, you went for Taft?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say Andrew Johnson.
Richard Nixon.
George H.W. Bush.
Has George Bush already been said?
You have to put the middle initial though, because you already said one of them.
Oh, okay, so Thomas Jefferson.
Samuel Adams.
So he's out. He's out.
George
Ben
W.
Franklin.
Ben Franklin was not a
I
president.
know, I'm just fucking around.
He's on money, though.
It's on you
It's
now.
on you, dude.
Oh, it's on me?
Yeah.
Okay. JFK.
Samuel Adams.
FDR. You're
Wait, no, can I go again?
I don't know because
John
he
Adams.
said
John
Samuel
Quincy
Adams. and
I
then
meant
you
John
said-
Adams and John Quincy
Alright,
Adams. I was trying to have two of
All right,
them.
here's what we'll do. If Pat can name 3 that haven't been mentioned before, then he gets a point, and then that's
Jimmy Carter.
Uh-huh.
Ronald Reagan.
Oh no, that's been said, hasn't it?
Ronald Reagan has been
Yeah,
said?
no, it has.
Oh, my mistake.
No, she already lost.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so now it's back between the two of
It's
us.
so hard you have to remember.
No, no,
every
now
single-
it's back
I know,
between the two of us.
me.
Now it's back between the two of us.
Let's just skip this question.
No. I think it's back between the
A
two
lot
of
of
us.
us.
Okay.
Between you and me.
Yeah.
Why is he out?
I've been named before.
No,
Yes.
Oh, we're going again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you had a
it's just
tie.
two of
so
us.
it's-
Oh, okay. So who
Alright.
does it start with?
Let's
You.
go with Pat.
Bill Clinton.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, how has that not been said yet?
That's shocking.
Oh goddamn!
Grover Cleveland.
That's a good one. That is a good one. FDR.
Shout out.
Has
What's
that
the
been
kiss
said?
ring?
It's been said.
FDR has been said?
I don't think so.
No.
What's the guy? Who's after Kennedy?
Bunch of people.
No, directly after Kennedy.
It's Lyndon B. Johnson.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
I feel like you could-
So that's
Teddy
2
Roosevelt.
points.
Teddy
There
Roosevelt.
we go. That's 2 points for Nate now.
Nice.
You guys,
I just always like to throw one more in after I
you
win.
guys got to try and get it, man. You
Yeah,
guys
I'm
gotta try and
trying.
get a
I'm
point.
trying.
Try and
All
not
right,
get
just-
shut out.
All right.
Wait,
All
is
right,
it
this
out of
next
3
one.
or what?
This
Yeah.
next one
No, it's out of a bunch.
Oh, okay, cool. I like
Alright,
this.
what's
starts
the
with
next one?
Cohen's. Saying that right? Nice.
Yeah, you are. You are.
So we're gonna do spaces on a Monopoly board. You do have to say, say this isn't one of them, but like California, say like California Street. You do have to say the name, like the second
This is
part.
a tough one.
All right, so starting with Cohen's, and it's any space. Obviously, don't repeat. You know what I mean? But
Boardwalk.
Park Place.
I'm out.
Pennsylvania Avenue.
Jail.
Free parking.
Waterworks.
Start.
No, actually, that's not. It's called Go.
Oh, I win 3-0.
I heard the fucking check noise. No.
Oh shit! No, I get too old.
No, you already said it before you put on the check noise.
Oh shit, dude. So that's 3
Oh,
points
check
for
noise
Nate.
seals
dude.
all.
Also, all of Pennsylvania Railroad, etc. The other railroads.
very
Like,
nice,
come on.
etc. That
There's
would've
4 railroads.
Chance.
Also, Waterworks. Did I say that? I might have said
It's been at least a decade.
Electric company.
It's been at least
Like, I have so many more in my
I've
pocket.
been trying to name one.
I have so much.
Dude, all I have is Park Place. Hey,
Atlantic Avenue.
actually, fun fact for the viewers.
Holy
I
shit.
live the street next to me is Park Place.
He lives in Detroit, though, so it's not the real
It's
Park
not.
Place.
Where's it? New Jersey.
Because, like, the real Park Place is in a nice area. Not
No, I live next to Boardwalk Avenue, and the
Even
subdivision.
worse.
The subdivision is Park Place.
All right,
Wow,
so
it's in Detroit.
next
though.
up, this one might not work out too well. This one might not
Fuck
work
the
out.
Tigers.
This one might not work out too well for
Oh,
you guys.
it'll work out because I'll get it right.
I don't know. Let's see. Members in the Wu-Tang Clan, starting with Nate.
I know nothing.
Grandmaster Flash.
Can you name one member of the? if
I was
you
wrong,
name
but-
one-
Ghostmaster Killer.
There you go, dude.
Ghostface Killer.
So he's
Wait, no, he said Ghostmaster.
Red Man.
Oh, did he say Ghost-Master Killer?
Yeah, yeah.
Red
Did he
Man.
say most Ghost-Master?
Yeah, no, so we all got it wrong.
Yeah,
No,
you
you'd
got it
already gotten
wrong.
it wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
All
got
I
it wrong.
named one.
right, next
Fuck,
up.
dude,
Next
I'm
one.
rooting for you guys. I don't want Nate to win this shit.
Well, Nathan win that
Still 3-0 though.
one.
Because you guys both
But I got the
lost.
pride point at the end. With
Yeah,
Red
but
Man.
you still lost.
Okay.
Wait, can you name other ones just from
No, fuck you.
Do you want me to actually name one?
No.
Ghostface Killer, RZA, Gizza, or Jizza, right? Old Dirty Bastard, Inspector Deck, Master Killer, You God. You know?
I should've gotten all ODB.
Raekwon, the chef, you know? All right, let's go with the next one. You guys ready for the next one?
I'm ready for the next one.
All right.
Who starts with it? It's me, right?
Pat starts. Kids on South Park.
Cartman.
Name.
Eric
No.
Cartman.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Eric Cartman. Take that away from me.
I said it for you.
It has to be a kid.
Yeah, can you
No,
name-
he was first though.
Yeah, he was supposed to go
Yeah,
first.
no,
Can you
yeah.
name another
Yes, you fucked up.
No, I thought it goes you.
No,
No,
it
it's
starts with me.
Kyle.
Now you're up. You're up, and you can't say
you
Eric
said-
Cartman.
Fuck. Okay, so Kyle,
Stan.
Butters.
Kenny,
Mr. Broflovsky, the lawyer.
I said
No, it's
kids on
kids.
South Park. He is
Yeah, I
definitely
ran
a
out.
kid. All right,
I
go
totally
for it.
ran
All right, I'm gonna say that blonde girl. I'm gonna guess her name is Lisa. No, I shouldn't have guessed
Wendy.
Lisa.
There you go.
Oh, Wendy. Yeah, you got it. He went.
you
He
also
went.
got
No, he went by the
Token.
Yeah, see, he
Uh,
fucking knows. All right.
token. Fuck.
All right. So that's 3-1 to 0. That's the score, right?
Yeah, fuck Pat.
And
We
Timmy.
should have some-
too.
Timmy
We should
and
have-
Jimmy. Fuck.
Yeah,
We should
dude.
have some cool like graphics over or something.
Yeah, but
You know,
we have a
so-
very low production
Oh,
quality.
fucking maybe if Natty Rush would respond.
Truly could not be any lower. But Natty Rush, sponsor us or we'll never
Craig.
talk
We don't
about
have
it.
a
There's
green
so
screen to
many
cover
things
up the
on the
holes in the wall.
What holes in the wall?
I don't think you should. give
Don't
us
mind that one.
No, it would be a bad idea to give us a green screen.
Don't mind this giant hole in the wall.
That'd be a bad
What
idea.
is fucking talking?
All right, so it's
You
3-1-0.
guys beating you 3-0.
Cohen's, you're starting now, dude.
What's
Ready?
up, dude? Let's
You're
hear it.
All right. Vehicles manufactured currently by Toyota.
Camry.
Corolla.
Prius.
Corolla.
I just
I
said that.
already said
But,
Highlander.
Forerunner.
RAV4.
Vehicles includes trucks too, by the way.
Oh, not terrain. Not terrain. Tundra.
Oh shit.
Is that right?
Oh, trigger happy. Yeah, that's right.
Forerunner.
That was already said.
Was it? By who?
Forerunner or Forerunner?
Forerunner. You said
Yeah, I said
Forerunner,
Forerunner.
right? Yeah.
Oh.
3-1-1, dude. It's a close kind of game.
No, it's not
now.
very close. I'm
So we
sorry.
have 3 questions left. If Nate wins any of these, he clinches it, but we'll keep going because it's kind of fun.
I'll clinch it.
Wait, so that means one of me. I need to win.
Literally either.
Well,
of you.
yeah, if either of you want to win, You have to get all of them.
Yeah.
So you can tie them by just getting 2. So as long as Nate doesn't.
No, I already have 3. Nate.
Yes, 3,
No,
1,
yeah,
1,
you're right. You're right.
So anyway, but we'll just
Sorry.
keep playing all 3 because they're kind of fun anyway. I hope you guys are liking it, even though.
Yeah, I'm into it.
All right, so who's first? I forgot who's
It's
first.
me.
Oh, Nate's first this time. Canadian cities.
Vancouver.
Toronto. You said like that's a province.
Quebec.
Quebec City.
I'll give you the benefit.
All right, Montreal.
Wait. Why is he? Wait, what did you say?
No,
Oh,
he said
yeah,
Quebec.
okay,
I was
okay,
correcting
gotcha,
him.
gotcha.
I was correcting.
I meant Quebec City.
Yeah, so Montreal.
To be honest, I thought it was just Quebec too. I didn't know.
Orford.
What?
Can we
Look it up. Look it up. Look
Okay,
it up.
I believe him. I believe him.
I think-
Halifax.
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 Oh fuck me.
I can think of a couple that are hockey teams, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm giving away too much.
Ottawa.
Yeah, I already said that.
No, you didn't.
I don't think you did.
I didn't. Okay,
You did not say
that's
that.
fair. Winnipeg.
He fucking has him on deck,
Fuck. He's like he plays
I'm also
hockey.
from
His
Canada.
hockey knowledge is finally
What?
coming into play. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm Canadian.
dude. Well, then I shouldn't ask this question.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's unfair. But wait.
You
That
got
was
one.
No,
that was
I'll
far
give
too
you, like,
early.
You have like a minute to get one.
Okay.
Otherwise, I win. Because I can
A
name
minute.
like
Let's
3
give
more.
him like 10 seconds.
Lone Tree. Look it up.
I don't know.
Did I look it up or should I just give him the benefit of the doubt? Lone Tree, Canada.
Sounds like a generic name that you pulled out of his ass, and he's
How do you
just.
spell that? Oh,
LONE.
Oh, Lone Tree Hill Park in Vancouver. It's in the city of Vancouver.
No. Look it up.
That's
go,
like saying
go to
Bronx.
the maps.
That's like saying
go
New
to
York
Google
City and then
Maps.
saying the Bronx.
No, there's a space in Lone Tree, fucker.
Yeah, that's
Look,
it.
Lone Tree.
Lone Tree Road, Lone Tree number 18, Lone Tree Bakery. I think this is in Victoria, BC,
No.
in Vancouver, in Summerland. I don't think that counts.
To be honest,
Okay,
it's
I'll
a city
give
in
it to him and
Colorado.
we'll keep going, okay?
All right.
Calgary.
Yeah, I think Pat wins. Pat knows.
Yeah, no.
The other one that you guys hadn't said yet, Edmonton, right?
Yeah, Edmonton.
Yeah, that was
Oilers,
Oilers, yeah.
No, okay, honestly, that was
Yeah,
a
I'll say
city in
Calgary, I'll say
Colorado.
Saskatoon,
So
Medicine
it's-
Hat, London, Chatham.
So it's from your left to right. It's 3, 2, 1. is the
Okay,
correct
but
score.
honestly, I was just saying that because it's a city in Colorado. And
it
I
does sound
feel
like a
like
Canadian city to be fair.
no, and I felt like
You could have said Whistler.
I don't know shit about Canada, and I don't care about Canada. 'Cause Canada's irrelevant.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck Canada.
So 3, 2, 1. Pat's definitely in the race, but opponents can still tie for the win. You know, so it's a very
no, opponents can still tie for the loss.
Yo, let's fucking hear it.
So
Wait, who's up first?
starting with Pat this time.
Okay.
Now this one should be right in your guys' fucking wheelhouse.
Who's you guys? All of us?
All of you.
Okay.
And it should be. If not, I'm disappointed. Taco Bell menu items.
Oh, this is gonna go on forever. Okay. Supreme Taco.
Chicken quesadilla.
Wait, hold on. Can we stop? Can we not like? Can we just say
No, go fuck
quesadilla,
yourself.
or are we gonna go chicken quesadilla?
Yeah, no. Okay,
beef
so
quesadilla,
taco
steak
and
quesadilla?
quesadilla has already been said. Is what
Yeah,
I'm
so that's what I'm trying to say.
Alright,
Like,
so
You gotta,
Okay,
get, to, you
okay.
gotta get to like the
Like-
unique names of the
Yeah.
fucking.
Beefy
Okay.
Fritos burrito.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that unique enough?
Yeah.
okay,
that's
the
what I mean.
Cinnabon Delights.
Oh, dude.
Fried taco. Rolled taco, sorry.
We'll take.
Baja Blast Freeze.
Baja Blast.
All right. We'll take it.
French fries.
Wait, they don't have
They
French
don't have
fries.
French fries.
Oh, you're out.
Shit!
Fuck you.
All right,
Alright.
Nate.
Cheesy roll up.
Nachos Del Grande.
Fuck.
You guys want to get Taco Bell after this?
Oh, cheesy gordita crunch.
I was-
Right?
yeah.
I'd be so down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shit.
Chalupa.
Can I Uber Eats it?
No.
Shout out Uber Eats. Give us a sponsor.
Original taco.
You said
We
that.
already
Alright,
said
that was the
something.
first thing we said.
No.
Taco. You have 5 seconds to come up with another.
Oh man. Okay.
I'll give you 10.
Then I will say
Yeah.
the
Wait, I mean,
Oh. chicken double dia.
Yeah.
That's a quesadilla.
No,
No,
it's
it
a
is-
double dia.
I'll
Go
give
fuck
it to
yourself.
you because that's
All right,
like
Crunchwrap Supreme.
Oh,
It's killing you.
beefy. Oh wait, no. Beefy crunch wrap.
Quesarito.
How would that not been said? That's wild. 5-layer burrito.
Just the empanadas.
They don't serve empanadas.
They do. They're on the dollar menu.
Prove
That
it.
sound correct.
Prove it.
Look it up.
Empanadas. Yep, caramel apple empanada is on.
Cinnamon roll up.
Cinnamon roll. That sounds right.
It's a cinnamon twist.
That's what I meant by roll up.
I mean, cinnamon. You know.
all right, think
You
of
did
another
say
one.
All right, burrito supreme.
That's not even said it.
Yeah, at least once.
No, you said 5-layer burrito.
No. It was said
No,
before what I
beefy-
said.
No, actually, Supreme Taco said in beefy Fritos or beefy 5-layer.
And beefy Fritos.
And
We're all
Okay,
saying
I'll
5-layer.
go
so I
again
think
then.
that's
Loaded
right.
griller.
Okay.
All right, Doritos Locos Tacos.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Shocking it hasn't been said.
Can we
I know, yeah.
differentiate between the types, or is it?
No,
No,
fuck
just-
you.
We can't do Cool Ranch.
No.
No.
Jeez, okay.
This is a bad category. Now I'm thinking of it.
It's too many,
There's
like-
far too much nuance. To this problem.
I'm out. Fuck.
Can you name one just for good measure?
No,
All right.
I was out. I was
So
so
it's
out.
4-1. Mondays clinched it, but we have one more question.
Let's go.
If you guys want to do it, and this should be an interesting.
I do want to
fun
do
one.
this.
This should be a fun one.
I will fight you guys to death.
Starting
on
with
this one.
Powens. All right.
Hey,
Female porn stars.
Oh, I win this one.
Sasha Akira.
I knew that was
That's
gonna
an
be the
easy
first
one. Wow.
Wow, really?
He's just
Wait,
being
What
modest
if we
for the
did male
fans.
porn stars? Would you know all those?
Johnny Sins.
Seriously.
No, for real. Aurora Snow.
I'm not even sure.
Look her up.
Alright,
I'm
go
gonna-
to Bing
she
for
does
this one.
No.
She's hot.
Oh wow, yeah, that's
Yep.
Riley Reid.
Carmen Electra.
Does she count? Are we counting that?
Has she
No.
done porn?
No,
I don't
that's
think
not
she
real.
has.
She has.
Give him the buzzer.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Wait, are we serious?
Carmen Electra porn.
She's never done porn. She's an actress, dude.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait.
You don't deserve
Wait,
these
she's on
titles.
Pornhub.
She has a bio on Pornhub.
Does she have any videos on Pornhub?
I don't know. Why, you want to save these for later?
No, I'm just saying, like, these are all, like, movie clips.
No, yeah, it's a bunch of movie clips and some incorrect.
Alright, sorry. Alexis, Texas.
Should we give
No,
him?
it's too late. It's too late. He's
Are
out.
you fucking
But
kidding me?
Alexis,
No.
Texas. Should we?
I can name off a bunch of porn stars served
Go.
on myself.
Go. Give
Alright,
3
so
or 4.
Alexis,
Yeah,
Texas.
No,
Yeah.
we're still in it. We're still.
3 Olsen.
Okay,
No,
okay, you're back in. You're up.
Let's fucking go. Alright, I can go for days.
Oh, my God.
This is
All right,
also
you're
good
up.
for
Lenny's
me.
up.
All right, so he's back in because he just.
Lenny's up.
Okay.
Lundy can't name it.
Lexa Gray.
Lexa Gray. Do we know these guys?
I don't know. Lexa Gray.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna go with Mia Khalifa though.
That one I know.
Yep, Lexa Gray's real. Mia Khalifa.
He's-
Mia Malkova.
Sasha Gray, the easy one.
Nice. Tori Black.
Carmen Electra.
You give it an actress.
I used all my good ones earlier. Riley Reid.
I already said that. already.
Shit.
Jenna Hayes.
That is one, right?
Lisa
She's
Ann.
hot as fuck.
Lisa Ann, there you go.
Oh, Riley, or no, not Riley Reid. I
Right,
know that's what
right,
you're thinking. I
right.
was saying, but fuck, what's her name? The redhead who now has an STD.
I know her name.
Fuck, what's her name?
I know it.
Give me a second. You gotta be like 20
10.
seconds.
You have 4
9.
seconds.
8.
No, I don't
7.
believe in
Look at
this
this
bullshit.
shit, 12.
Technically, Kim Kardashian is one too.
Kim Kardashian.
You can't give him previews like
no.
that.
That
All
was
right,
just
Brandy
mistake.
Love.
That's
What?
not
Who?
Brandy Love.
I don't
She's
know
an
that
elf.
one. Are we going for that
Oh
one?
yeah, Brandy Love's hot.
Okay.
Oh, I know. No, fuck you.
No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Corey Chase.
Do we know that
Yeah.
one?
She's real.
Jeez, I didn't
Nicole
do that.
Aniston.
Nicole Aniston's hot as fuck.
Lundy's been pushing it with this shit, man.
I had some bullshit. That's not enough time. I
That was
forget
9
though.
seconds.
Whatever, he can win it.
That's
He
not-
likes porn more than me.
So what's the final score? 4-3 to 1. That's fair. You guys got
Second
all.
place.
You guys all got on the board, you know.
I did know more porn stars. I just forgot their names because I have
Because
them
you're not
saved.
clutch.
No, because I have them saved and I don't need to remember their names.
It kinda, in my
I just go
opinion,
on Big.com.
in my
New shit
opinion,
every
though,
day.
in my opinion, knowing their names kind of makes
I don't think so.
it.
Oh, Kimmy Granger. Fuck.
Jimmy Granger, yeah.
She's hot as fuck.
Leah Gotti,
Fuck.
Cassidy Banks.
Cassidy
you want to
Banks,
just keep
yeah.
going? You want to just keep going?
I can probably list off another 10.
Go for it. Go for it.
Kiss of Sins,
I don't even know these now.
BB Jolie,
That's not a real one.
BB Jones, BB Jones.
Okay, that one's real.
Um,
Oh, Ace of Love.
Ace of Love.
Fuck.
All right, so we move on.
There's
to
a
football?
porn star named Siri.
Oh yeah, Siri.
one I have
Just
to-
straight up. Yeah.
Should,
She's thick.
should we move on to football?
Kendra
now?
Sunderland.
Can I go pee first?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go pee
I
first.
have to as well, but this is a live broadcast.
There's another
I'm not,
bathroom over
I'm
there.
not trying to distract this whole fucking.
Yeah, it could be the me and Cohen's show for a second.
You want
That was a
you
good.
want
That was a
to
good thing.
be- guys want to be,
You just want to get in the middle for a second?
Yeah, you guys want to
Yo,
try
oh,
Patrick.
Do you two want to do male porn?
Hey, you want to try male porn stars? Just for
Yeah, you
six?
two want to try male porn stars?
All right,
I know,
I'll let you go first.
I know like two, dude.
Ray J.
We're going
All
there.
right, Johnny Sins.
I don't know that one.
Is that the bald dude?
Yeah, that's the ball dude.
Okay, that's like the only person I can think of. Like so many Brazzers videos.
Dude, what about the classic guy?
Ron Jeremy,
Yeah.
Around Jeremy.
Kieran Lee, Sandra Cordes,
Wait,
Mandingo,
James Dean is.
Oh,
man,
OG
Dingo, that's a good
Mudbone.
one.
OG Mudbone,
James
something
Dean, right?
Jordi El Nino Polo.
What the fuck?
I guess technically Mr. Hands is a porn star. He fucked a horse on camera.
What?
James Dean.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I know.
I think that's all I know. So if you can
Well,
name
that's
them,
good because you could name a lot more female ones. So you know.
Yeah, I don't really watch porn for the men.
Yeah,
It's okay if you
there's-
do, like,
I
it's
can't
fine.
think of shit.
How do you have these all cute? That was so quick.
Let's have long, in here. I don't know how long Lundy takes. We can keep talking about the NFL if you guys want.
Were we ever talking about the NFL?
Well, he kept trying to push. Do you want to push past things?
Yeah, okay, so the Patriots beat the Steelers.
Patriots beat Steelers.
It was kind of
Questionable
controversial, but
call, but it was by the
Tom
way.
Brady
So
is pretty good.
that's how it goes.
Fell
All right,
off
so
30
moving
rings.
on, now that we're done with that, I'm going to talk about the 49ers real quick. This is a quick one. Jimmy
I'm okay
Garoppolo
with
is their quarterback right now. And I was thinking about this. They gave up a second rounder for Jimmy Garoppolo.
It was
And-
questionable, but it's starting to pay off.
I think it's working well. I mean, we're on a 3-game win
Do you
streak
know?
right
Do you
now.
know what pick? Oh Jesus!
Kaepernick still?
No, Kaepernick is not in the NFL anymore.
Yeah.
Now,
But he is man of the
now
year.
the question I wanted to discuss was, do you think this is a quarterback-heavy draft? You got guys like Josh Rosen and Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, whatever.
That Wyoming guy,
Yeah, you got them all coming
Seth
out.
Rogen.
Would it have been? Do you think it would have been better for
You
them?
could tell
No,
him
fuck you, Seth Rogen. No, dude. Fucking Carmen Electra.
James
You
Franco.
could have been Carmen Electra. man.
Sammy Wiseau, Tommy Wiseau.
But do you think that it would have been smarter for the 49ers to just like pick a quarterback with their first round draft pick, which probably would have been really high? You know what I mean? Instead of
Saying take the year off.
well, no, just
Come
keep
back next year.
keep the second rounder that they gave up to the Patriots.
Do you know who it was that the Patriots picked in the second round?
No, it's just for this upcoming draft. They gave him a second rounder for this
Oh.
upcoming draft.
No, I think Garoppolo was the right move. He's
Yeah,
got
he was.
experience.
That's true, and so he's older though. He's got like 4 years in these guys.
Yeah, I do think that USC quarterbacks always get overhyped. I do think that the Wyoming guy, there's no possible chance he's good because who is good for Wyoming? Is it okay if I sit and buy out?
No.
We already talked. Jesus, we already talked about
Yeah, here's.
the Patriots game. So you missed that. We're talking about
Go
Jimmy.
fuck yourself.
No, we did. Yeah,
No, we're gonna
watched
talk about
the
that
show.
again.
Well, all right, we'll talk about it at the end.
Fuck you for taking my spot, Pat.
So we're talking about the.
You're irrelevant.
We're talking about the.
Fuck you.
Finally. So
Fuck this
what
guy.
we're talking about is the.
No, let's talk about the Patriots game. For real. Because I actually haven't.
We already did while you're in the bathroom.
Really. In the 2 minutes I was in the
Did we
bathroom.
not already? We
Yeah,
covered the whole
listen,
game.
it's been
dude.
addressed. Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's.
we talked about.
We won that goddamn game. The Steelers suck.
That's what we said. Dude. That's basically what we said.
We didn't say that the Steelers
It's a
suck.
good,
We
good, good
we-
call, bad rule.
We
That's
did-
exactly what we said. Is that not what we
I said-
said?
I don't give a shit what you said. I have unique insight, so go fuck yourself.
a unique insight that's already been said. I think you need to learn what unique means.
No, also, you can just go kill yourselves because you're on my fucking podcast. Fuck them.
He just threw orange juice and it fell over. It was funny.
It was orange mango
So
tango.
we're,
Can I
right
push
now,
that button?
what we're-
Don't try to call it simply orange juice.
Hey, Lundy.
Oh, I can say that to you too because you're not a member of this podcast, you
So-
bitch.
So what we were talking
So
about is,
fuck your glasses.
do you think it'd be a better idea for the 49ers to have kept their second-round pick and drafted a quarterback in this
That would be
quarterback,
retarded.
in this quarterback heavy
If you have
draft?
the option to get Jimmy Garoppolo, it would be stupid to keep your pick. You'd be downright stupid.
No, but keep it, but then draft, because this is a quarterback-heavy draft.
No, Jimmy Garoppolo's already proven. All these guys are just college fucking players.
That's a good.
And the one guy from Wyoming
That's what we
is
were trying to say.
garbage.
That's kind of what we
Who
were
gives
saying.
a shit
The
about
USC quarterback is
So
going
moving
over.
on, talking about quarterbacks. We're going to talk about the Vikings' crowded quarterback situation.
Ooh, yeah.
It's not crowded. Bridgewater's the obvious choice.
No, it's not, because
Is
this
the
season Case Keenum has been killing it this season.
Case Keenum's not a good quarterback.
But he's led them to a
He has a good
playoff
team.
record, dude.
There's a good team around him, but
And you know who their other quarterback is? Who also played well last season but got hurt?
who?
Is Sam Bradford.
Wow, Sam Bradford. That's someone
Did you
who I
watch? Wait, did you watch the Vikings game this?
I didn't watch the game this week, but Sam Bradford's not someone that I would ever build a team around.
Teddy Bridgewater's been active for like the past 3 games, and
It was like over 700 days.
right, but he's active. He's been active the past 3 games. He got in his first snaps.
And he threw some picks.
and
I
he
know,
threw- yeah.
but like
Some picks.
he's been out for a while.
I don't know. I just think that.
I think he's still your best option.
What do you think? You think you'd keep the guy that's been winning you all season?
I would play Case Keenum in the playoffs.
What do you pay him though? Because I think this is a contract year for him. Like for going into next season.
Case Keenum's not worth any amount.
Thinking of all 3, he's going to get paid this offseason.
I know.
He's either going to get
Like
paid or
people paid Matt Castle.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't mean that
Exactly.
a quarterback on the free market is worth money. That
Right.
means a quarterback on the free market was on a good team.
So you
Like
think that
these
Minnesota-
teams should get smart.
So if you're in Minnesota, who would you keep? Who would you get rid of?
Teddy Bridgewater.
I think it's really dependent on how Keenum performs in the playoffs against these really big
That's
playoff
a good
teams.
point. That's a reasonable point.
No, I think Teddy Bridgewater's the best option regardless of all that.
Irregardless.
Has Teddy Bridgewater played the playoff?
I don't
know.
think he may have.
And we are not a numbers-based podcast. We're all based off of conjecture. Like,
No, I do think that Teddy Bridgewater is the best option.
I don't know. I mean,
I'll
I think
stand
that
behind that.
I honestly think that that's like they're all pretty good options. Honestly, like I think they all have.
Yeah, they do have
I
3
think
really
the
good
fact that Case
quarterbacks.
Keenum, like, yeah, he gets dogged on a lot, but the
They
fact
have
that he-
2 very okay quarterbacks, and Teddy Bridgewater is a good quarterback.
I don't know.
That's what I would say.
I think they're gonna have an interesting. That's something to watch this offseason, and definitely a reason to come tune into this podcast again.
Because we'll have insight on it.
Well, although
And Pat won't be here
unless
ever again.
there's unless it's
He
too
stole
small.
my fucking seat when I went to the bathroom.
We'll have
Fuck this
insight
guy.
on it unless it's too small of a sample size and it's too early to tell. In which case, we'll just say it's too early to tell, and then. All right. Right.
Pat's never going to be on this podcast.
You are directing.
That's me. That's me. So
My
the
phone's
next.
over there. So.
So the next thing we want to talk about, and this is actually something that's within is football related, but it's not like analysis or anything. Not that we do anything great analysis.
We analyze a lot of things. very
But
well.
this we were talking about a little bit earlier is the kickoffs. I was reading about this. 16% of all football injuries happen on kickoffs, despite kickoffs only being 7% of the plays, in a game.
So about kickoffs, I read a thread on the NFL subreddit this weekend where it was what's your best tinfoil hat conspiracy for the NFL? And like, I actually kind of think this one is true. Basically,
That was a cool thread. We should probably talk about that.
You know, so if a non-elite returner brings it back, they'll call a holding penalty because they're trying to slowly phase out the kickoff until there's few enough kickoffs that are past the 25-yard line that people care about.
And that guy in the Bears just retired.
Yeah, no, once. Yeah, Devin Hester was so good.
Tits.
But
He really knew what he was
him
doing.
and Josh Cribbs.
Yeah, no, but I think what they're trying to do, I actually believe this theory, even though it's under the tinfoil hat conspiracy theory subreddit. Okay, but I do think it has some merit to it that they're calling back almost every kickoff that's halfway decent, so that once they finally phase out the kickoff, people don't give a shit about it.
Well, here's first of all,
Because I think maybe it should be phased out because this guy on SB Nation had a video where he analyzed it.
exactly where I'm going.
Oh, the John Boyce video?
Yes, exactly.
Dude, he makes
Shark
sick
Party.
videos. Shark Party, those are sick
Exactly what I
videos.
was gonna talk about.
Yeah, but kickoffs don't fucking matter.
So
And they just get people hurt.
in the video, okay, he brought up Greg Schiano's. This was like 5 years old at this point. Not this video, but this proposal was like 5 years old. Instead of having kickoffs, you just have the team start on their own 30, and it's a 4th and 15.
So you can either punt or they can go for it.
Now, in the most of the time, you're expected to punt it, but in place of an onside kick, you can go for it on 4th and 15.
Yeah.
Now, what do you
I
guys
think
think
that's a
of that?
great proposal.
Wait, can you redo the proposal?
So you start on your own 30, so basically like where you would kick off from, right? And instead of kicking off, you just start. It's 4th and 15. So in a normal situation, you would just punt it, right? Like a normal 4th and 15
Right, and then that
situation.
ends up similar to kickoff, but with a much less injury-prone
Because
play.
you don't have all that like acceleration, all that.
The speed difference.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
what
where
the
it comes
issue
in.
is a bunch of bodies going as fast as they can, colliding together.
And then concussions happen, all these other injuries happen.
So
Yeah, because you're wheeling in
So
from like the
instead-
40-yard line.
Or and that's kind of where because people are like, well, what about the onside kick? Well,
and
in
then
that
going
case,
for it,
you
and
could
that,
go for
yeah.
it if you need
and
to.
that is a
in
similar
regular
percentage
situation.
to the onside kick.
So what do you guys think of that proposal? And
I-
how feasible do you think?
I think that's actually the best possible proposal. I think it would look very weird to a lot of football
at
fans.
first, yeah.
Yeah, it would look very weird, but I think that's actually a very good way
What's
of
the
going about it.
proposal?
Okay, we're not
We'll move on.
repeating it.
We're
again.
not.
We're not repeating
Now-
again. I do think it's a
because I'm
good.
still having a tough time understanding it.
It's not complicated. Look it up later.
Now,
Send me the link.
We
Yeah.
spent too much
Didn't
time
you
on
really get
this.
TLDR? Please.
No.
so let me.
So
let
we
me go
gave
ahead
him a
and try to
TLDR a
explain this.
second ago.
So let me explain this. Here I have pulled up a picture of a
Jeez.
football field.
No. Let's just move on. Can we just move on?
All right. Well, I had something else to say. So it's been 5 years.
Yeah.
Why hasn't that been approved?
Because the NFL ignores logic and they implement just stopgap procedures to try to pretend that they care about concussions. That's the only thing they're worried about because they want to make a big focus on concussions because they want to ignore the fact that subconcussive hits, like what linemen experience on every play, are a big factor. Okay, go fuck yourself.
That was not
With that. No, I know that was Pat. I watched him do it. But they want to ignore the fact that subconcussive hits, like what linemen get on every single play, or lead to most of CTE because linemen are disproportionately affected by CTE. And these subconcussive hits that they get every single play, they ignore. So they want to be like, oh, we're working our best on concussions, but it's those every sort of hit, like every single play, like little hits, they add up over time. Seriously, and that's why linemen are disproportionately affected by CTE. So
It's
that's why
because
they're
what
ignoring
happens
it.
is each of those little hits, it knocks back it lose some of the neurons, and what it needs is time to regrow. However, because there's so many of those little
They
subconcussive
do it
hits,
every
basically
play.
it's happening during
To
practice.
scramble
It's
the
happening
brain.
especially hard during the game.
Yeah.
It doesn't have time to heal over this many week-long process. I'm sorry, I don't know.
16 weeks.
So-
16-week-long process.
No,
It's a
17
serious
weeks.
damage to the
I
brain
do
because
think
it doesn't
there-
allow us
I
to
do-
sleep, which
17
is
weeks.
why
There is
in
a
the
bye
brain, like
No, they
slices
play
they
16
take of those
It was
patients,
17.
they have little black dots because those are dead neurons that were never able to reconnect and reform because so they just died off.
I do
And that's
think
what causes them to go insane.
I
yeah.
do think there's a chance that within 30 years, the NBA or NFL goes the way of WWE, and it's like irrelevant other than the very diehard fans who still give a shit about it.
Scripted and shit.
No, I'm not saying it's
I
gonna be
think that the
scripted.
NFL is
I'm
already.
just saying, in terms of popularity, it's gonna very much go down once people think more and more about these brain trauma issues.
Yeah.
I think football in general is gonna get a lot less popular.
I think it's kind of starting now because like a lot of parents aren't putting their kids into the amateur leagues, the youth leagues, and so these kids aren't going to grow up playing football. They're not going to be paying attention to it in high school. They're not going to be taking attention.
But
in the college,
yeah, like I played Pop Warner. If I have kids, I don't want them playing football.
what would you? Wait, how did you do in Pop Warner?
Go fuck yourself.
I don't know. Wait,
Warner?
how did you do in Pop Warner?
All right, I was a center, but I played fullback 3 times. I scored 3
Nice.
touchdowns.
What's Pop
He likes
Warner?
to bring that up.
3 touchdowns.
It's
How
a-
many? Wait, 3 touchdowns. How many carries did you get?
3 carries.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
it's better than Freddie.
It's not a big
Hey,
deal. He
wait.
tries to bring it up.
They
Hey,
call
in
him, they
seventh
call him
grade-
Kyle Juszczyk, dude. That
And-
was his nickname.
Hey, when I was in 7th grade, I played football as well. I was a nose guard for my team.
That's lame as fuck.
Yeah,
I was a
that's
nose
not
guard
good.
and a center.
And I averaged 4 plays a game, which was the league minimum for somebody who was paying. And I got 8 tackles in 9
8 a
games,
play?
and I got 1 strip.
Well, that's cool. I mean, did they
I
call you
played
Vince
center
Wilfork?
and nose guard.
Play you Vince Wilfork?
No,
That'd been
I'm
cool.
just saying I played center and nose
but I
guard.
remember my coach like gave me a high five. It was pretty
Oh.
sweet.
That's nice, that's nice.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
saying-
really afraid of playing football.
I played both
I
sides.
cried
of the ball.
before
So,
most games.
one
My
thing
dad
that is a
always
lot-
Shouldn't
said-
have done
My
that.
dad was like, "We don't raise quitters." You
One
know,
thing
he's-
that's a
one of
lot
those type of guys.
safer, though, one thing that's a lot safer than real football
Is almost anything.
is fantasy football. And that's where we're going to end the podcast, guys. Going into week 16 and 17 of the regular season for the NFL
I don't want to
is
talk
the
about fantasy right
championship
now.
games of fantasy football.
Dude, I lost to Sphinx in fantasy this week.
You also lost to Spencer. You probably don't care, but
I
you
don't give a
also-
shit about that. I lost to
So-
Sphinx
So,
in a
what-
league that I care about
I'd like to go through. Do you guys play fantasy?
I don't play fantasy.
because he doesn't know anything about
All right.
football.
I
Then
probably
just
just draft
say
all
yes.
the Lions.
What is your Nate? What is your recommendations to our viewers about for their fantasy championship matchups?
So I would say the Saints running back whose name starts with an A, I forget what it is.
Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara. Yeah, that guy. I think he's very good.
Victor
He's-
Oladipo.
No, fuck. He plays
I
basketball.
know.
Also, not in. I would have said Antonio Brown, but he did get injured last game. He's not going to be back till the playoffs. So don't pick Antonio Brown. I would say someone
We do
like.
this every podcast.
All right, we do that every podcast. So let's continue. Go fuck yourself. Give me my fucking glasses back. You're wearing my glasses. You bitch.
Give me the
Alright.
or the cloudies.
They're not mine. I threw them somewhere.
Oh.
Um,
Red light is killing.
Look at that.
Put Brandon Cooks. I think
Started-
Brandon Cooks and Tom Brady. I think those are your
That's
fucking
right.
starters.
So for like
Case
DraftKings,
Yeah.
and FanDuel, that's your recommendations.
Yeah.
Very nice. So what about kickers?
Matt
Steven
Prater.
Gostowski.
Matt Prater.
Steven fucking Gostowski.
I would say Matt Prater.
You're Steven.
All right. Well,
This
good luck
guy's
in your
stupid.
fantasy matchups, everybody.
You're probably gonna lose, but you'll be with
Can we
the best
do
team
one
when
more
you do it.
game of knockout just for fun?
I have like
Whoa,
one more
whoa,
set up.
whoa.
Yeah. Whoa. Hold
He's
up.
got
Alright,
one more
one
I
set.
have one more set up, but it's basketball. So I don't know.
Okay,
if
I'll
you guys.
fuck
I'm okay
all
with
up.
basketball.
Are you sure?
It
As
really
long
depends.
as it's the Utah Jazz, that's fine.
It really depends on
Okay,
how
Wait, he
actually,
doesn't
I
know
have two
shit.
now. I have two now. All right,
Alright,
we'll just do
let's
this.
do it.
We'll just do this.
Utah Jazz.
No,
Yeah,
Utah
players on
Jazz.
players on the Utah Jazz. Let's see how well Patrick knows his team.
Donovan Mitchell.
Oh
Are you out? All right, I'll go against him.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
All right, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not done.
okay, go.
I'm out. Fucking.
Nice.
Yo, give me a goddamn
Yeah,
second.
I'll give him 10 seconds.
He was on the Timberwolves last year. He's the point guard right now.
Yeah.
And his name
It's
is.
alliterative. It starts with R.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's alliterative. It starts with R. That's the guy I have in my head.
He's a point guard. Wait, fuck you.
Ricky Rubio.
Ricky, I was about to say that.
No, you were not.
Fuck you, dude. I gave you all the information necessary to find his name. Like,
I knew his fucking name though.
well, congratulations.
All
You know about irrelevant Rudy Gobert.
There you go.
Okay,
there you go.
So we'll just go me, you, him.
Right? I'm trying to say
You're in this one. Okay.
So I'm in now.
All right, Derek Favors.
There you go.
No, you're up.
Oh, I'm up. Alec Burks.
Joe Johnson.
Oh, yeah, actually, he's still up.
Good luck.
Boy, I got one. I got two. Oh shit! You call yourself a fan?
Oh, I am.
He does call himself a fan regularly.
I am a fan.
How long are we giving people? I'll give you guys
3,
10 seconds.
2, 1, go.
Can I just say the last name?
Yeah.
Udo.
Oh shit! That was one of the ones I had, but now Joe Ingles.
Yeah, that's who I was trying to say.
Yeah.
The white guy.
I have one now.
I know nothing.
Okay.
The guy who used to be on the Celtics. Jay. It starts with a J. Jerfecki.
Oh, I know who you're talking about too.
Jerebko.
You're close.
Jerebko?
Yeah, Jerebko.
No, I feel like I should get that one.
Well, what? Dante Exum?
You win. Congratulations.
Well, I just want to say, all right, do you want to do the ones that I actually had in my head now?
No, I don't give a shit.
Oh, yeah,
Do you want to do the one
the
that
other
I had?
knockout. The other knockout.
This
Oh,
one's
yeah,
not
the other one.
Jazz.
Do you have any
Yeah,
other Jazz
yeah.
players that you'd like to say?
No, fuck
No,
the
I can't think
Jazz.
of it anymore. Honestly, I forgot about Jerebko being on.
I did not know that Jerebko was on it.
All right, so this is
I
the
don't like
last one I had. Okay, and this is kind of probably gonna be tight.
I will be Pat.
I'm
I'll give a personal guarantee.
You wanna
I'll
play?
put $30 on it.
Current active players mean they're currently active on a roster. Start with Pat.
Okay.
Give him a little bit of an advantage. Currently on a team's roster that are older, that are 35 or older than 35. Start with Pat.
Joe Johnson.
I think that's correct. I gotta check though.
I don't know if he's ever on the Celtics.
We never said Celtics.
No. Just like a current player on a roster that's older than 35
Oh.
in the NBA.
Yeah, we never
He's
said
36.
Celtics.
That's 35 or older. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
he's 36.
It's Iggy.
No, I don't think he is.
I think he might be.
He's 33, I think. Yeah, 33.
Really? Okay, I
King, you want to
lost.
try again or?
Okay, give me a second. Melo.
No, I don't think so.
Let's look it up. This is tough.
I know, right? I'm thinking of one that's totally obvious to me. He's 33 as well. I'm thinking of one that's totally obvious to me. He's the oldest player right now.
Oh, Manu Ginobili.
Yeah, man, Ginobili. They're the oldest player right now.
I'm just saying Ginobili.
Right. Okay. You want to
Go.
Let's kind of go in a little. This is a
Go,
little.
Pat.
Oh, you're up.
Vince Carter.
Yeah, it was.
All right, go ahead.
Honestly, I'm out right now. I have to think
Yeah.
really hard.
Tony Parker.
Oh, I have one.
Yeah, Parker retired.
No, he's still playing, but I don't know if he's
Tony
leaving.
Parker's going to be my goat.
He's 35. Oh, I have two now. I have two.
No, you're looking up.
No, I looked
similar
up Tony
players.
Parker. Tony Parker.
Okay.
No, but I have two. But there is he reminded me of one.
Good night.
We're gonna end this podcast soon, so give me to say my two.
All right, give him an opportunity.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Are you still in?
I'm thinking.
Yeah, you look.
Should I go?
Yeah, you're up.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Fuck! Fuck!
Wait, how old is LeBron?
32 right now.
He's not 35.
Yeah, I was.
You bitch. You got nothing.
I only have one left. If I think someone would be
35 is old as shit.
I know, right?
This is really tough.
I'm shocked that there's this many people.
I might have two. I definitely have one.